Welcome back, welcome in. I hope everyone is doing well. I am Sue Pickering here to do a reading for the collective. We're going to see what's opening up for us today to see, what is happening. Okay, ooh, I love this. The end. I'm going to pull one more. And I love this. Whoops, hold on. I'm going to wait to start. They're already giving me messages, so I'm going to see here what else there is to 43 was that number. Maybe I don't need another card here. Okay, that's it. So I'm getting the end. So what I'm feeling here is we have shifted. We are now in a space where we are fully creating what we want. We've always been creators, but there has been this this space where so many people were letting go of the old societal things, or what was kind of we were told to be, to do. We weren't authentic. We're shifting. There's still people that are still on the journey, absolutely, we always will be, but there's just something here. We are we are just no longer the ones that are in this realm that I am talking to here. I assume that on my channel are the people that are no longer wanting to be in the 3D any longer. We are rising our vibration. We are moving to a space where we are so much more, and we are seeing our own talents, our own abilities, our own they're saying patterns of who we are, what we are creating as we move forward. We are kind of in the I don't know if I want to if it's the dark. We're not in the dark. We're seeing the light, but we are going into the light, but it's still unknown what is moving forward. Old belief systems, old patterns, old the masculine is the masculine is starting to die off. We're always going to have the masculine, but what I'm meaning is that masculine, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it'll come to me as I speak here, probably. That old way, the one that is, the masculine that's coming from a space of greed, of ego, of, all of those negative aspects of the masculine is dying off. It is no longer sustainable here. Power, taking back our power, but in a space where we are our power, as in who we are, standing in our own truth. Okay, we're losing that egotistical power. The people that are in power, that have ill will toward other people, that those are the things that are breaking down in our systems, and we're creating something bigger and better, because we know our own power, our own magic within us, that is allowing us to create this space where we can heal ourselves, if that is where you want to take your health, your vitality, however that looks for you. We all have our own way, and we're going to soon see here that we can have our own way of the way we want to live, the way we want to heal. There's just so much here for us to. It's self-discovery. It is a big space. I noticed that so many more people are pulling inward, which is beautiful. That is where we find all of our answers. That is where we find all of our own power, our own authenticity. And there's something about just the last, oh my gosh, I'm going to say 6 months. I don't even know. Time goes by. I don't even recognize time anymore. But there is something about the way I have been going inward, and I'm hearing it from other people as well. It's that it's a different sense of being. It's not just going inward to listen. There is something more. There's an energy that has shifted for me. I can only speak for myself. Um, there's an energy that has shifted within me, that it is, I don't know, there's just something different the way, I've always quieted my mind. I've always been going inward, but there is something that has been shifting and changing. We are here, all these planets that have been, happening, and it's like one thing after another, and there's energy shifting. They're all realigning to be where we need to be, um, moving forward for a better world. I truly believe that. And that's it. We're exiting, and we're following this light. We may not know the complete path yet, but we're there. We're there. So let's create it. Okay. Gates of triumph. There we go. What more, right? Do we want than leaving one system into another one? And we get to be the people that decide how we want to live our life in an everyday presence. Okay. What do you want to do that is creating that bigger presence in life, in the world? Okay. This is where people are starting to feel like they have those nudges, but they're scared, or they're uncertain, or they're not sure. Spirit is saying, it, if you got that nudge, it's time to go. It's time to jump in with all you have, and trust in the process. Because wow, if you never do, you're staying where you're at, which is fine. If that's where you want to, if that's where you want to be, there's no right or wrong. That's the thing. You choose every day for what you want. And if you choose to jump in, then you will see whether it's meant for you or not. But there is something here. If we are stopping ourselves from that nudge, you never know what view you're going to have at the end, because it can be more beautiful than what you ever thought. And if fear is stopping you from that view, um, wow, it's a journey, right? So this is coming in, so I'm gonna explain. This is what this is an analogy to what I was just talking about. My family, in the past, when I was married before, with my who I had my children with, my one daughter is scared of heights. So we were on a hike. We were in Zion National Park. We were on this hike, and we had to go past this man-made platform. Um, it was safe, but she was scared to go. It was like it was built on the side of the mountain, and there was like nothing underneath. So she was scared. So I stayed back, and I said, "That's okay. That's okay. Don't worry about it." Like, she was just crippled in fear. And so then people were coming back from the hike. So I kept saying, "Oh, what, like, was it a great view? Like, what is, oh my goodness, it's a must. If you can do it, you can, like, you must go." So anyway, all these people were saying this. So anyway, she got up the nerve to go. And man, when she got there, after she got through that fear, she was in such awe of and gratitude of making that choice to step in through that fear, through, the things that were going on in her mind. Like, we were talking about it. I was not forcing her. I was just, this is up to you, all of the things. So this is where we're at. If you have something that is that, pushing you, and you know what the end game could be in such a big way, why not take those risks? The fear is all about what you don't know. What you're scared of is what you don't know. So her having people come, you know what, it's these 10 steps are worth the next 3 miles, or however long it was after. So, she was able to work through that in her head, and we realized that she just needed knowledge on, how to cross that walkway. And that is something that is, that's the fear. What do you need to learn about that is stopping you from that step. Okay, some people quit their job to be an entrepreneur, or they don't quit because, and they know that they have a dream of having, their own business or whatever that might be, right? What are you scared of? What is the unknown? What can you educate yourself in, right? Or do you need to educate yourself in, social media? Do you need to educate yourself in, employing people? Whatever it is just the unknown, and what you need to learn about to step in. We can do a lot of self-discovery as we move toward, where we're going, and and still be a success. Okay, be spontaneous. I love this. So really stepping into, you get that nudge, go for it. What's the worst that can happen? You change your mind next week, right? Or whatever, right? There's something bigger here that is, they're showing me a foundation. They're showing me stability. Okay, it may not feel like it right now as you are, making these decisions. It's like me leaving my ex. I did not know how I was going to survive, but I know that I wasn't surviving in the relationship. So it's a space to really, um, step through the fear. When you have stepped through the big fear once in your life, anything, you just, know that anything is possible. Okay, the Hanged Man. Don't be afraid to look at things differently than what you typically would if you're stepping into something new. Okay, or if you're not stepping in, you need to look at something differently than what you ever have in the past. Your old you maybe couldn't have succeeded in what you want to do, but because you know what you have a more solid foundation, you're more apt to have that success. Okay, or you've tried it and you want to revisit it. That is happening as well, because now you have that higher education, that higher knowing, whatever you want to call it. Just because you've been burnt in the past does not mean it's going to happen again. Okay, but if you're not open to the possibilities, then you'll stay right where you're at, which is fine. If you're happy with that, that is absolutely fine. The Sun, look at that. Moving toward, the things that, I feel this warmth. I feel this, relaxation. You know how when you get to a space and you just want to go have a cup of coffee, a tea, a drink, whatever, and you go sit out in the sun and it's quiet, and you just feel this sense of breath that you can take, this sense of warmth. And that's what I'm feeling as we exit into, and moving into more of who we are, what we want to create here on earth. There's something here for you to understand, that there is warmth, and there's a space for you to take a breath. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, this is the exit. Oh no, yes, no, Eight of Cups is the exit. Sorry, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, this is you building that legacy. This is you working toward what you want to create, in mastering what you want your life to look like. Okay, they're telling me, for some of you, you definitely are a leader. For some of you, you need to dig deeper into some aspects of yourself that are, um, deeper into your skills, your knowledge, deeper into, this space of yourself to be creative. And I'm not talking about the art and painting creative or writing creative. I'm talking creativity is in how to maneuver your life, um, for your best advantage, is what they're saying. Okay, um, there is going to be some luck coming across your side. There's going to be a space where things are going to be handed to you from spirit. Those synchronicities, that you don't even know about. You stop yourself, but what if you don't receive what you need when you need it. Spirit is going to give it to you because you're stepping in and creating. Um, I have a friend, I just had coffee with her last week and she listens to my videos, but she, you know, she's made some big, bold steps in her life and she knows what she's creating next. She doesn't know how it's going to happen. She has absolutely no clue, but she's preparing for it. And she knows that when it's time, what she is wanting to build, um, the things that she needs to build what she's building for her future, for the future of other people that she is going to be helping. She knows it's going to be there for her when it's time, and she trusts it, and she's just continuing to build and do all of the steps around it. She just doesn't know how this one piece is going to fall into place, but she says, I don't need to know how. I'm just going to keep going and it's going to fall in my lap. So it, to be in that space of complete trust and putting everything you have into something. I'm not saying for everyone to do that, but when you have worked so hard on yourself and you have come so far, why not? Right? You didn't do all of your shadow work healing. You didn't do all of that inner work to come to a space and not move forward when you get to a destination where you want to build something more for your life. Okay. Two of Pentacles. There's something here for you to see that to balance through. They're saying the systems that are put in front of you. Okay, balance through. Discover what's real, what's not. Discover what's in alignment for you or not. When something is in alignment, when you are called to something and you are in alignment, you are in align. You you're in alignment. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. When you're in alignment, it the it's only success. Seriously. If you are in alignment with something, it will find its way to you. You will find its way to it. It will be there for you when it is in alignment. Okay. The fox is really showing up today. Um, Here I am seeing it as a space of stepping into more of who you are. Be that on that creative side of of getting your life to where you want to be. Okay? There's looking at things differently with the Hanged Man. There's ways of doing things that maybe you didn't even know or discover about yourself that you could be doing things. Okay, there is something here for you to see within yourself that maybe you're not seeing yet. Okay, so sometimes when we're forced into doing something, we go to a space and we just figure it out because we have no other choice. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling here is when you step into this, whatever this is for you, when you step into it, you are going to know what to do. You will know what to do. You will have the knowledge, and all of the things. The tower, I feel like many of us have been through the tower in a hard way. I'll just say it that way. And I always thought there was only like one tower moment. Wow, I was naive. I have had many tower moments, but the tower is always here for you to get on track. It's never done to us, it is for us. If we are not listening to quit that job, we keep hearing you better quit that job, you better, and you don't, you're going to end up sick or you end up losing your job. And it's spirit's way of saying, okay, well, you didn't listen. Now we're going to put you on the path. Now you're forced to figure it out, and you will. You always do, right? Page of Wands, brand new cycles here, brand new way of being, brand new way of being creative. Okay, and then the Wheel of the Year, number 10, beautiful. the cycle, this exit has happened. Now you're on the upswing again, where you are now going to be more creative. You're going to step more into your power. You are going to be in a space of, this is number 10. It's not completion yet. So you're moving through the cycles. You've been through the tower. You've been through the hard things. You've been through the changes. Now you're into creation. Now you're into more in tune to yourself, more in tune to being, listening to creator, if that's what you list or hear, the universe, whatever. They specifically said creator. So know that the wheel is starting to turn and things are going to start being in your favor. Okay. And then you will have the completion coming soon. Okay. Like full completion. They're saying, when you take aim towards something, go for it. Be all in. You can't just pull an arrow. They're showing me an arrow. You can't just pull an arrow part way back in a bow and have it shoot far and straight and accurate. Okay. So really know that you have to take hard aim and pull that arrow all the way back, or the bow all the way back, in order to get to your destination of where you want to take your life. Okay. That is what I have for you today. I think I've rambled long enough. Sometimes I feel like I'm rambling a lot, but I appreciate each and every one of you. Please do like and share or comment. If it is in alignment with you, please do like. I appreciate it. It helps my channel. And I hope that all of these messages help you in a deeper way on your path. And I appreciate all of my diehards that continue to do that for me. It is such a gift to have people commenting, liking, contacting me. I just love that, because I want to make a difference for people. And that is my path here. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a magical, magical day. Much love.